parades and speeches. Oh, they know an okay guy when they see one. And so do I.
Yeah. Joe ain't done nothing wrong. Mexican League, phooey.
That wise dog dame, she ought to be running a town.
Yeah, you're damn right. Joe's up there with the commissioner right now trying to clear himself.
I bet the Yankees are behind this whole thing.
Yeah.
Tell them. Yeah, they're scared of us.
Yeah. Now listen to me. Whether Joe's with us today or not, you boys are going to go out there and play red-hot baseball.
Yeah!
We're the best club in the league, and you know it.
Yeah!
So when we take that field today, I want you to forget about Joe and fill that park with so many base hits. Why those Cleveland Indians, they'll think it's the Third World War.
Yeah!
Benny's right. You've got to forget about Joe and think about the game. You can't play good if you're worrying. I found that out.
That's why I got this outside hobby. Now somebody give me a 4-letter word for you can do it to an egg.
Well, what'd the Cleveland Indians do to us yesterday?
They murdered us.
Hey, forget about that stuff, okay, guys?
Beat.
Talk about something cheerful, will you?
Yeah, like women. No women. Are you forgetting the rules?
No, I ain't forgetting the rules, but I ain't forgetting women either.
Benny says that in order to succeed in the big leagues, we gotta pay attention to all them strict rules.
Well, he's right.
No drinking. No women. No late hours. No women. You gotta keep your mind on the game. We've got to think about the game.
The game, the game, we've got to think about the game. The game, the game, booze and bras may be great. Though they're great, they'll have to wait while we think about the game.
There was this waitress back in Kansas City, built for comfort, dumb but pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
And her perfume sure did smell sweet. Got her up to my hotel suite.
yeah, yeah.
She kills a pint of gin, more or less. The lights were low, and she slips off her dress.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Then I thought about the game.
The game, the game,
Oh yes, I thought about the game.
the game, the game.
Though I got the lady high, I just left her high and dry, 'cause I thought about the game.
There was this Pullman car that I got lost in on a sleeper and a Boston.
Yeah, yeah.
The apartment doors look all the same. They walked in one, and there's his name.
Yeah, yeah.
One and stacked. And absolutely bare, with nothing separating us but air.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Then I thought about the game.
The game, the game,
Oh yes, I thought about the game.
the game, the game.
Though my heart said C4T, all I said was pardon me, 'cause I thought about the game.
When I'm drinking QBI, remember
FC.
When you're dying for some ride, remember.
Refrain.
if you're losing at craps and the clock says it's 11 and suddenly each roll you roll comes up a 7 and you're in the kind of dive where
People like say goodnight. You should be in bed by 10.
when your mother bakes you cakes, remember
Satan.
when you're kissing till it aches, remember
Don't give in. Every rule we shall obey to be sure. 'Cause to win we've got to stay good and pure. Good and pure.
Hey, Rock, remember them twins we took a ride with?
operating side by side with
Yeah, yeah.
We're out of gas 3 miles from
The
Philly.
night is warm, the sky's a dilly.
Yeah? Yeah?
So I suggest we sleep beneath a tree.
With no one there, Rock, the chicks, and me.
Yeah? 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 Yeah?
So there we are, lying side by side under the tree.
4 minds with a single thought.
I look at my girl,
And I look at mine.
and then,
with one fell swoop. But then they thought about the game, the game, the game. Oh yes, we thought about the game, the game, the game. To our women, one and all, we will see you in the fall. But for now, we got to stall every day. And think about the game, think about the game, think about the, think about the, think about the, think about the, think about the game.
Sure, the Senators lost today. They didn't have Joe. Tomorrow's the one that counts.
Yeah, and the tickets are all sold out long ago. Oh, Joe.
Meg,
Thanks for coming.
they postponed the hearing till 10 o'clock tonight.
I didn't know whether it was all right for me to phone you.
Of course it was all right.
Joe, I had something to explain. If I would have known you were going to be in all this trouble, I wouldn't have asked you to give up your room. I want you to know that. I wouldn't care how much people talked.
I guess it's for the best. This is the 24th. It'll all be over soon.
You mean the baseball season?
Everything.
How you talk. Everything what?
We play the Yankees tomorrow for the pennant. If I shouldn't be in the game, would you think I was a crook?
Well, of course I couldn't.
Do you think I'm Shifty McCoy?
I know you're not. It's silly. You're not the least bit shifty. You're moody. Now, if they called you Moody McCoy, then I'd think there might be some grounds.
Well, I just wanted to have my name cleared before I disappear.
Well, what in goodness name are you talking about?
There's a witness coming in from Mexico City who knew Shifty McCoy. He's coming to the hearing tonight. And then I'll be proved innocent.
Well, of course you are. You're a good boy. I know that.
Do you? Do you think I came from Hannibal, Missouri?
No, Joe, I don't. But it's just as Sister said. If you want to pretend you did, then you must. And it's an honor to the town. But I know you're good. I may not be a judge of character, but I know when someone's good. That's why I keep saying that Joe, the other Joe, will come back. Because he was a good man too. And now that you're gone, I miss him more than ever.
He will come back.
You don't have to cheer me up.
He's closer than you think.
Well, what would you know about it?
That's all right. Just remember what I said. He's near to you, near to you. Though you think he's far away, he's near to you, so near to you, as near as April is to May. to imagine, but try. If he's really dear to you, he's near to you. You may be far apart, and yet, if he's in your heart, really in your heart, how near to you can he get?
He's near to me, even though he's far away. He's near to me, so near to me, as near as April is to May. Joe used to take me dancing at the Alps. He wasn't such a hot dancer, but we had lots of fun.
I'm not such a very hot dancer either.
I'd love to.
If he's really dear to you,
He's near to me.
may be far apart, and yet,
If he's in my heart,
really in your heart, how near to
how near to me, how near to me.
can he get?
It's psychology, baby, just psychology. Do you think this noble young Joe Hardy would leave his team and the people that have trusted in him? Never.
But suppose.
You're not supposed to suppose. I've put a lot of effort into this case,
Well, he's an interesting boy.
and once I've got him for keeps, I'll make him throw the game. That'll kill him.
As for me, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said I'm sorry for him.
I have noticed of late a certain laxity on your part. Have you forgotten every principle I've ever taught you? All right, 100 times.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for
I
anybody.
must choose something
Never
appropriate
feel
for the
sorry
hearing
for
tonight.
Never feel sorry for anybody.
Ah, this looks terrible.
Never feel sorry for anybody.
I'll wear this.
Never feel sorry for anybody.
Now, can anybody guess who that is? Come in, Joe.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody.
All right, Lola, knock it off. We've got the greatest ball player in the world here. Let's do him homage.
Oh, that's very kind, Mr. Applegate, but it doesn't look as though Joe Hardy's ever going to make the Hall of Fame.
One can never tell.
I've made my decision. And that's what I came here to tell you about. I'd like to exercise the escape clause, which is to take place on the 24th, which is today.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
I thought it all over. I found there's something more important in life than being a hero.
Deep, this boy, very deep.
I want out. I want to go back.
Very well. An operation of this sort must take place at the witching hour. So at 5 minutes to midnight, just say the word and I will turn you back.
But suppose the hearing's still going on. You gonna change me back right there in front of everybody?
Oh no, that would cause talk, no. All you've got to do is say, let's step into the other room. Joe Hardy will leave that room and he will never return. Took it on the lamb, they'll say.
I just wanted to make sure there was no misunderstanding. Goodbye, Lola.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel
Let's
sorry.
not just have the letter, let's have the spirit.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never feel sorry for anybody.
And if you get too impudent with me, I'll degrade you and put Clementine in here for this work. Get too fresh with me, and I'll put you back on your broom. Now, while I'm at the hearing, I want you to go in there and think of 3 dirty tricks. And they better be good. What's the matter with you? You discourage me. Whenever I'm, from time to time, depressed, and the trauma wells and swells within my breast, I find some pride deep inside of me as I fondly walk the lane of memory. I see Bonaparte, a mean one, if ever I've seen one, and Nero fiddling through that lovely blaze, Antoinette, dainty queen, with her quaint guillotine. Yeah, those were the good old days. I see Indians dragging an empty covered wagon when scalping the settlers was the latest craze. And next glorious morn, Jack the Ripper was born. Yeah, those were the good old days. I'd sit on my rocking chair, peacefully rocking there, counting my blessings by the score. The rack was in fashion, the plagues were my passion. Each day held a new joy in store. Was anybody happy? I see cannibals munching a missionary luncheon. The years may have flown, but the memory stays, like the hopes that were dashed when the stock market crashed. Yeah, those were the good old days. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles or more for some other door. Oh, good. Oh, it was absolutely chilling when dentists first were drilling, and the longer it took, why, the more I'd praise that era of pain long before Novocaine. Yeah, those were the good old days. I'd doze by the fireside, dreaming of cyanide, never a worry or a care. And how can one measure the infinite pleasure of dreaming of the electric chair. Some people found it shocking. And in the aisles I'd lay 'em with arson and with mayhem. It's a hammy routine, but it always plays. And my favorite encore was the 100 Years' War. Yeah, those were the good old days. I'd gladly sail the 7 seas for one more reprise of those good. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you. Because I value the good name of baseball more than I do victory for my own team.
Just because a picture taken in the paper over 4 years ago happens to look something like my
Mr. Welch!
I know.
Miss Thorpe has the floor.
It's not because of the picture. The picture only fortified my suspicions that he had a phony background.
Well, he never lived in Hannibal. That much I'll promise you.
Not just now.
The paper paid my expenses to come down here and testify.
Not just now. Sit down, please. Mr. Hardy.
Yes, sir?
Tell me, boy, if you were brought up in Hannibal, how do you account for the fact that nobody seems to remember you? Just give your explanation to that fact.
if I may interject a word, out in Hannibal, Missouri, comes this young lady, subtle, sophisticated. She approaches this simple woman here.
Oh, simple. Wait a minute now.
Mr. Commissioner, I'd like to have one question answered by this Mr. Applegate. If, as you say, Joe Hardy was born in Hannibal, Missouri, why is his birth not registered there?
You have asked a question,
I have.
and I will answer it.
Thanks ever so.
And it will bring a blush of shame to your fair brow, and tear to many an eye. Joe Hardy's birth was not registered in Hannibal because his parents were never married. Now I hope you people are satisfied.
Yes, we will drop that line of inquiry.
And I also hope this remorseless inquisition has now reached its climax and... Good news! My witness from Mexico City will be here in 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I haven't got that long. You know that. It's 11:45 now.
Mr. Commissioner, I've got to say one thing. I've got to make one thing clear. No, I've been jeered and abused because I wrote that story, but I'm not the one who originated the rumor about Shifty McCoy. I heard it from someone else.
Well, who?
That platitudinous manager, young phenomenon. Oh, from Mr. Applegate.
Applegate? That's impossible.
He told you that?
What are they talking about?
Quiet, please. Mr. Applegate, do I understand?
That is one of the most dastardly misrepresentations.
Just answer the question.
I am called here to answer questions, but instead, let me ask a question. When my time is needed to fight graft and corruption in organized baseball, why am I called upon to quibble with you fellow travelers?
Just a second, lady. If you please.
We came here to witness.
Look, Mrs. Boyd.
Take your hands off me, you Republican!
If you please.
We've decided that we should speak up.
We're material witnesses.
Why, hello there, Mrs. Hawkins.
How are you today, men?
It's the Miller girls.
Hello there, girls. How are you all?
You seem to be old acquaintances.
We'd like to take the stand and testify.
We'll take the oath for anything.
You see, at first we didn't remember Joe. But then I remembered him, and I reminded the girls, and pretty soon they remembered him too.
Why, hello there, Joe. My, I hardly know you now you've grown up so.
You knew him?
We picked huckleberries together.
You must remember him, Mrs. Hawkins. Don't you mind he used to come in and collect the mail for old Mrs. Peeper?
It's 5 minutes to 12.
What is it, Mr. Hardy?
I'd like to go into the other room and speak with Mr. Appleby.
Wait, Joe. She remembers.
Sure. Now I remember him.
I knew it! I knew he wouldn't lie!
Silence!
He sat right there, let him call a liar to his face, and now, by God, he's vindicated!
I don't want anyone to leave the room.
Well, I says to Benny Van Buren this morning, I says, I know that boy's true blue. I know a well ball player when I see one. Why, I says, that boy go to hell for his team.
You bet he would, Mr. Welch. That's exactly what you said, didn't you, Meg?
Yes, sir, Mr. Welch. Because we didn't care what the paper said. We never lost faith in Joe. He may have come from a poor family, but that's no sign of disgrace in this day and age. Certainly some of the greatest men in our country came from poor families. And the way it's turned out, some of the greatest ball players did too. You see, we three all knew each other back in Hannibal, and Mrs. Hawkins knew us. So when we heard about this thing, we couldn't bear to see an injustice done, and that's why we pushed through. Although the corridors are so crowded, I just thought we'd never make it. But we did.
Joe?
Where is he?
He's asleep. I gave him a pill.
Why didn't you give him 2?
I did. Mind if I sit down?
Why not? We're both in the same club now.
Don't cry, Joe.
You should have been there. Mr. Welch said, I know this boy. He'd go to hell for the team. Don't you think that's kind of funny?
You're going to win, Joe.
Maybe.
I fixed it for you. I said I gave him 2 pills. I gave him 4. He was so delighted with himself and horsing around. And he said, give me a demon rum. You know, big joke. So I did, and I slipped 4 pills into it. He won't wake up till after the game.
But I wanted him to be there. I wanted him to have to sit through the game and watch us win the pennant.
If he were there, you wouldn't win.
But Benny was going to stick me out in center field. I wouldn't hear him yell at me out there. I wouldn't even look at him.
It wouldn't make any difference. He owns you now.
Oh, I didn't realize how the whole thing worked. Lola, what were you?
I was the ugliest woman in Providence, Rhode Island.
Well, he's going to be good and sore at you when he finds out what you did. Do you think he'll turn you back?
He threatens.
2 lost souls. I don't know whether to cry or make jokes.
Oh, Joe, jokes. Make jokes. We're together tonight and maybe never again.
We ought to make the best of it.
Please.
Well, how do we do that?
You think of some way.
Just give me a second. I'll figure something out. I got it. What's the next step?
Joe, would you like to take Lola someplace tonight?
Gee, I sure would. It took me a long time, didn't it?
You like music? You like dancing?
Well, I'm not not so very hot at dancing, but I like music.
Please, no more questions about the game. Tonight, we're here to have fun.
So are we.
That's what I mean. Everybody has fun.
They're only relaxing.
We sure are.
They're only human.
To our souls on the highway of life, we ain't even got a sister or brother. Ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. To our ships on a stormy sea, one with no sail and one with no rudder. Ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. To our sheep in the wilds of the hills, far from the other jacks and jills, we wandered away and we're heading astray. But we ain't fussing 'cause we got us to our souls on the highway of life, and there is no one with whom we would rather say, ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. Wherever we go, whatever we do, as long as you got me and I've got you, we've got along because we got each other.
See the game.
Fella said there were 200 or 300 guys waiting out there already.
I think it's crazy. No, we'll be perfectly comfortable. Ready for anything. Sleeping with a lot of men. Sleeping in line with a lot of men would be more refined. Oh, gosh!
suppose some strange man tries to talk to us.
That would be nice. But wouldn't it be better with two strange men? For you too.
A pickup?
Doris, you make me sick. You're always saying we should live a little, and now we have a chance for a little social contact, and you want to back out.
I do want to live, but in the daytime.
Some of the best living is done at night. Believe me.
They were just trying to keep Joe out of the game. The whole thing was a frame-up. Those dates from Hanover sure told them. Those 3 old ladies ought to get a medal.
Oh, ladies! Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Serves us right for lying.
A little white lie for an important thing like the pennant is nothing to be ashamed of.
No, I suppose not.
Because if we lose, I'm gonna kill myself.
It's a foul!
You knew I had to get to the game.
I tried to make you. I shook you and shook you.
You lied. I see it all now. You doped me. But why? Why did you do it?
Because I love him.
Love?
Yeah!
What happened?
Martin tried to steal second. They got him! They got him! Don't smoke it. He sure got the arm for you.
What's the score?
43 Washington!
I will get to the game in time. Washington will lose, even if I have to turn him back in front of everybody.
Well, I don't want to see it.
Hey, come back here.
He's out!
Coming up now for the Yankees is Hank Bauer. On deck, Mickey Mantle. It's the first half of the ninth. 1 away, nobody on. The Senators now just 2 outs away from the pennant. Hank Bauer stepping into hitting position. Hollingsworth out of the mound looking in to get his sign. All set to go. He swings into the windup. Around comes the right arm. In comes the pitch. Bauer swings. There's a hard hit ground ball going into the hole between third and short. Sahovic charges over, backhands that ball beautifully, and there's the long throw.
What's the score, bud? What's the score?
43 Washington!
Come on, next! We got him now! Mickey Mantle at bat! Get this guy! Get this bum!
Come on, Yankees!
Go back, Joe, please!
Come on, Washington! Come on, Joe!
Oh, come on, Joe! What's happened? Oh, what's the matter? Come on, boy!
He can't run. He's lame or something.
Come on, Joe! Come on! He caught it!
We show them Yankee dudes. You was great, kid. You was great.
Bring out the champagne! Yeah, world champions! Shut that gate. Nobody else comes in here.
Nobody else!
Go get Van Buren. Yeah, I'll get him.
Hey, they want us on television. We got hard.
Benny, I've shut the crowd up and the reporters too until I get this thing straight. What's happened to Joe?
He's disappeared.
He can't disappear.
Oh, I can't find him.
Joe, Benny, it looked as if something happened to Joe while he was running for that last ball.
Yeah, that's what I saw. He took off like a rabbit. And then it looked like something hit him. He hobbled like he was lame. He was like a different man. Clumsy. There she goes. I thought we'd blow it again. But then, by God, he made that last lunge and caught the ball. Well, I tried to get him to find out what was the matter, but that crowd got in the way. He ran into the clubhouse and Well, no one's seen him since.
Benny! Joe's gone! We find his stuff by his locker!
Come on!
Neither Mr. Welch or Benny Van Buren will affirm or deny the disappearance of Joe Hardy. However, many of the players admitted that from the moment he caught that ball and ran into the clubhouse, none of them has seen him. Where is he?
You, sister?
I'm back.
Joe? Joe, I'm a sight.
A wonderful sight.
Joe, oh Joe, where you been? No, I didn't mean that. I wasn't going to ask.
Don't ask it.
I didn't mean to.
Don't ever ask it.
I won't. You've been on a secret mission, but you're back.
If you'll have me.
All right, Joe.
Is something the matter?
Say things to me.
We've had our little joke.
Things about us.
Listen, Joe. It was a mean trick to turn you back. It was an impulse, and I regret it.
A woman doesn't know what she has until she loses it.
You can come back tomorrow.
When a
You can
woman
beat
has
Joe
the
Hardy
love
again.
of a man,
Win the World Series.
she
Be a hero.
it. I didn't know what I had.
I'm not really a
when
bad
I
fellow,
had
Joe.
my old love.
I just get emotional.
I didn't know
Joe,
what I
I've forgiven
had
Lola too.
till I said
Look,
goodbye.
she wants you back, boy.